I heard a knock on my door. The sound dragged me out of my drowsy state. Who could be knocking at this time of the night? I rubbed my eyes, stretched a little, and sluggishly made my way to the door. As I pulled it open, there she was, Cynthia, standing outside with two big nylon bags, a wide smile stretched across her face as she rushed in immediately. "Babe, stop this thing," she said. "This kind of petty life you are living does not suit you. You need to live a baby girl's life." She twirled, showing off her expensive-looking dress, heels, and jewelry. "Don't you like what you see? Just take a look. This could be you too," she said. "I can never be broke in this life. I will not borrow nor beg. All I have to do is one night out." I sighed. Cynthia had been my friend since secondary school, but as we grew older, our lives took different paths. While I stayed home, struggling to make ends meet and pay school fees with my small business, Cynthia was out there, living what she called the baby girl life, always dressed in the latest fashion, always spending money, and always partying. "Just come with me tonight, you will love it," she continued. "I promise, just this once, and I will never bother you anymore." I hesitated. I had always refused her invitations, but something about tonight felt different. Maybe it was the way she was looking at me, or maybe I was just tired of my boring life. "Just once," I finally said, sighing heavily. "Yes. Just once," Cynthia echoed, excitement flashing in her eyes. "One more thing," she said, "I have a surprise for you." She pulled out a beautiful outfit, a shimmering dress that looked like something out of a celebrity's wardrobe. "I bought this for you. Go wear it," she said, pushing the dress into my hands. I stared at the dress for a few seconds before finally giving in. I changed into the dress, and for the first time in a long while, I felt different. Maybe Cynthia was right. Maybe I had been too hard on myself. After dressing up, Cynthia booked an Uber, and we headed to one of the city's most luxurious clubs. The place was lively, filled with music, flashing lights, and people dancing like they had no worries in the world. Cynthia grabbed my hand and pulled me onto the dance floor. As we danced, a young man approached us. He was tall, well-dressed, and carried himself with the kind of confidence that came with wealth. "Hello, beautiful ladies," he said with a charming smile. "I'm Alex." Cynthia smiled back at him, her eyes twinkling. "Hi, Alex," she replied. He walked up to me and whispered, "I want to take both of you home." I immediately told him to talk to Cynthia. "You're going to like it. I have money. Money is never my problem. Just name your price," he said, holding some cash in his hands. I froze. My heart started beating fast. I looked at Cynthia, hoping she would decline. But instead, she leaned close to Alex and whispered something in his ear. Alex smirked and said, "I will double it." Cynthia's face lit up with excitement, and before I knew what was happening, we were following Alex out of the club. We entered into his luxurious car as he sped off to a luxury in the city. We arrived at Alex's hotel, a massive mansion with high fences and a luxurious interior. It was the kind of hotel you only see in movies. As we stepped in, Alex disappeared upstairs, leaving Cynthia and me in the grand living room. A few minutes later, he returned with 2 glasses of wine. "Feel at home," he said, handing each of us a glass. Cynthia took a sip immediately. I hesitated but didn't want to seem out of place, so I slowly took a sip. The wine tasted different, stronger than anything I had ever drunk before. A few minutes passed, and suddenly, I started feeling dizzy. My vision blurred, my body felt heavy, and the room started spinning. And then, before I could say another word, everything went black.